Hey, my name's Jordan and I play survival games. I stream over on Twitch and we'll be bringing these clips over here to YouTube for your on-demand enjoyment. Let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, quick recap. Previously on Frostpunk, A New Home, we got our current population stabilized regarding food and resources. We are increasing our raw food production in anticipation of the additional people that our scouts are finding, and we sent our children to work as medic apprentices. So far, we are surviving. I mean, I didn't put them to work at, gathering posts and sawmills, but I'm still putting them to work at the medical facilities. Alright. Try and maximize the workers. What do I have here? Workers? Yeah. Okay. Let's put engineers there instead, because I cannot have engineers hunting, which is stupid, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, storage air capacity. Okay, we found the shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Ooh, steam cores, those will come in handy. So the shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Well, let's take all that stuff, and we will just continue on to the steel bridge. Let's see what's there. So one trick, instead of building resource depots, which cost steel, which I am running low on, if I just build out a bunch of these medical posts that take only wood, and then I go through and I pause them so that they cannot build them, that will free up some of my space, if I can click on them, for wood, so that I can continue gathering it and people won't be idle. There we go. Yay! Alright, let's work on the food issue. So we want the flying hunters. They'll provide up to 30 raw food a day instead of the current 20 that we're getting. What do I have left? I have engineers. So, what we can do is I can pull the workers out of here and put engineers instead. So I can have just a few more over there working. And let's go ahead and max that out, because why not? I have the extra hands. Probably be a good idea to make another medical post. But I'm gonna wait and see if that won't get handled. Coal is a problem, especially since it's about to get colder. So I'm gonna use more. Ooh, an automaton. Brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton. So, it's a functional machine. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It could be possible to send the machine back to our city, or disassemble it for resources. I say we use it. Let's send it back. We reprogrammed it and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. Well, hopefully that means the bridge won't become unusable. We have a choice now. I can either continue on the quest line, or I can take a little detour. I'm going to take a little detour. Let's go see what's at the large convoy. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out. Of course hope falls. Why wouldn't it? It always does. Throw them in there, since we are running a little low. Oh boy. Well, that's a problem. Okay. So, you still have resources in range, you still have resources in range. We need coal. That is a big thing. So, we have 2 over here. Perfect. But I only have 1 steam core currently. Dang it. I need the one that the scouts found. So, we have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions and can bring them back, because that is important. We're gonna go this way, and since that is about to be deconstructed, then I can pull the road straight through, which is what I would prefer. Alright, hunting tactics. That's going to allow me to employ fewer people and get the same amount of resources. Yes, please. That would be helpful. And it's time for a new law. Let's see, where do we want to go? So we're going to go down. So we can either do radical treatment. Clicked on that, thank you. So the gravely ill will get treated, which so far we haven't had any, but it could give us amputees. Or we can say sustain life, which means the gravely ill will just be held and not treated, but they'll remain a burden and take up beds, which are already in short supply. Now I can try and rush to get infirmaries, which will treat the gravely ill, but I think it's going to be a bit, and the infirmaries also take steam cores, which, as we just saw, are in short supply. So we're going to go with radical treatment. A little discomfort now to hopefully save us in the long run. And we have reached the large convoy, which has survivors. Convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They're weak and have no provisions. Of course not. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So let's bring them all back, because I really need the steam core that my scouts currently have. Okay. And then we're going to go straight ahead, just so. And I need you working extra, because we are low. What we are going to do is turn off the extended hours on these guys. Where are you picking it up? Right there. Okay. Excellent. We have enough steel, so let's go ahead and create a resource depot so that I can store some more wood. That shortcut works, but only for so long. It does take up space. I'm going to put wood in there. There we go. And here we go. Temperature's falling. I don't care about those symbols over there because those are the things that I'm not building that are just holding onto the resources. But I do care about this. I want to make sure at least chilly. And these also need them. There we go. But yeah, the coal is going to be a problem. Really need that other steam core so I can make another mine. Alright, let's sign the care house so that gravely ill and amputees can be cared for at low cost. So they eat half as much. Since they're not working, it's only fair. Let's see, care house. We're gonna put you... Can I put you... Oh yeah, fits right there. Perfect. On the road over. And while it is not hunting time, let's see if we can get some of these upgraded. If I can get some more steel. Sorry, but I need you to work more. Alright, we just got our people back. Yay! Healthcare insulation, that's going to be very important because when the temperature starts falling even more. These do not have much insulation. They have a +1, versus, say, the workshop, which has a +2. So when it gets colder, if it gets too cold, these will stop working, which is a big problem. Alright, so let's put that there. Let's max this one out. And go ahead and put that on extended as well, because now that is my bottleneck. Yay, we got the other steam core. Alright, let's pause for a moment. You are going to go to the next quest. And I double clicked anyway. Okay. And then I need to build some more homes. So I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And build the roads out. There we go. Let them start moving on that. No more resources here, so we'll get rid of you. We're already gonna get maxed out on wood again. It's not a bad thing. People are happy. That is working now. And nobody is homeless, even better. Oh, here we go. We now have an automaton. So these guys are pretty cool. By default, they work at about 80% efficiency of, say, if you had 10 people working at a coal mine. If you had the automaton work, it works about 80% efficiency. But they work 24 hours. So that is awesome. We're going to put the other coal mine here, and we're going to have the automaton work it around the clock. We have a small coal pile over here that I forgot about. Oh, let's do something about that, shall we? So right now it's just idle, hanging out, not doing anything. Even though it could be over here building things for me, but no. There you go. Get to work. So the only downside with the automatons is the fact that they have to have a steam hub to refuel from, which means you could never turn them all off if it gets warm enough to save coal. But it's a small price to pay. There we go. Healthcare is better. Let's go for the efficiency. 10% less coal. That would be awesome. Help out with our current problem. And again, while it is not hunt time, let's see if we can upgrade some more of these, get some more food going. I'd really like to upgrade those. So that'll be our next. There we go. Let's go for better steelworks. Not only does it get you more resources, but it increases the insulation, so it stays warmer. Ooh, look at that, already. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So let's find some places for these. So, there, yep. Run this across the back. There we go. And now that we have enough enough wood space, and that was not meant to be built. Oh well. That's fine. Get those out of the way, that way if I need to I can continue building across the hunters' huts. Time for a lumber. Oh, I just saw the sick. We might need to do something about that. So let's say extra rations for the ill. So this way it'll speed up the recovery at the cost of some food. And since right now we're doing pretty good on food, I think we can afford it. So 14 hours, 10 hours, 2 and 3. And if we do this, now it's on 10, 7, 1 and 2. Pretty good. Try and wait until these people actually get to treatment before I do it. One more? There we go. Okay, let's have one be coal. Let's see what comes up next. Oof. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, how warm are we gonna get? Only at 22. Alright, so let's take a look at temperatures. Nice and warm, toasty red, good, good. Okay. So we'll leave all the heaters on that are on. Not gonna adjust those. That is a problem. That is a big problem. So, one more there. Let's go ahead and put 2 here. Do I have engineers unemployed? I do. Good. Got a little bit of steel. Not enough. There we go. Grade 1 more. And we made it to the weather station. There's nobody in there, but everything still seems to be operational. We could try to find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. Steam cores. Yay! We found the scientists' notes. They predict that the great cold is going to get much worse. Great. What's more troubling is the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam. Not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. 1 steam core? It said steam cores. Plural. More than 1. Jipney. Only got 1. Nope. We're just going to continue on. So let's go find out what happened to Winterhome. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Hey, doing the best I can here. We'll have answers soon enough. Okay. Let's go for some additional scouts, because we do have some additional points of interest that we can explore if we had another scout team. As soon as work time is over, we will upgrade the steelworks. I don't want to lose any of the resources during work time. That's done. 1 less heater at least. Alright, time off. Let's upgrade. How are we doing? We're still good on food. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's go ahead and help them out. Ooh, 2 days. How about a day? That's better. There we go. Try and get those taken care of. And coal is getting up there, so we'll go ahead and do one of those. We'll hold off on food for a moment. See what happens. Alright, Winterhome. We climbed up the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at a scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. Okay, again, steam cores, plural, give me more than 1. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair, the following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There's no hope. Ugh. Yes, 2 steam cores. Thank you. We are alone. People are very unhappy. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here, people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Oh boy. Watch that hope just melt away. What do you think you can go back to? I think the generator exploded, that's why it failed. Not like I know or anything. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We've been surviving. I mean, I thought we were doing pretty good. We had food. We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. Gotta give them purpose. Okay. So now we get to choose. Order and discipline. Faith and spiritual strength. I'm going to go with faith and spiritual strength. And the reason is, if you go with order and discipline, most of the buildings that you get on that line require you to have workers to man them. However, on the faith and spiritual strength side, not so much. And I think I'm going to need every person I have to work other things rather than these kinds of things. So that's why we're going to go this way. House of Prayer. We got to build 2 of them. One right there. And I need my other street over here before I start building, otherwise it might mess me up. So I need a street here. And I need a street here. And I'll think about a street there. We'll see. That's good. Oh, don't forget about these people. Let's go to the freshwater springs. See what they have. Yeah, gotta rebuild it. The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. Yep, it is. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. So who came up with that number? Why is it 15 days? That seems a little weird. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food? What, are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. I mean, our generator seems fine. It's not going to explode. Calm down. We're not going to die. So the people are divided. Some of them are scared. They want to leave the city. Again, with that 15 days. I seriously, where's the logic in that? Where did that number come from? Anyways, they're going to try and convince others to join them, prey on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Okay. So now we have to deal with the Londoners. So currently, they want to join the Londoners. Now this can go up to 3 chevrons up, which means they really want to join them. But so we got to get this to reverse and go down. So currently there are 16 Londoners. And let's see what we can do. Houses of prayer are built. So one of the things that gives me is a sermon. Hope will rise slightly. So let's do that. It's got 2-day cooldown. So try and use that every time it comes up when we can. And that already brought the tendency down. So now only a handful of people may join the Londoners. Alright, we got more scouts. Let's make the sleds lighter so that they move 50% faster, which is huge. We have the people and the wood. Let's go Gloomy Cave. Sounds like fun. We have enough steel now. Let's upgrade our last hunter's hut. And yes, we're going to go ahead and put one of these as food rations so that we can continue making more. Freshwater springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichen cling to the bare rock at their edges. Looks like a good place for a hideout. Some survivors. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. So they didn't all die. They're a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they look away, then mumble something about eating lichen. Cannibals. Anyways, we'll save them. Come on back. And they're going to come on back even faster now. Excellent. Let's see what we want next. Let's go for the bunkhouses so that we can get the cookhouse insulation. Rebirth of faith. People have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. I'm glad to hear that. And we finally got the sick under control. Thank goodness. So let's see here. This wood is running low, so let's build some more sawmills for when that does run out. That looks like a good spot. Pull this straight over. Yes, I know the scouts have reached it. Hold on. I'm busy. Give me a second. Right there. Sounds good. Let's see. What did you find? Gloomy cave. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. So, do we leave the bears alone? Let them kill their survivors? Or we risk attacking the bears and potentially losing our scouts? Let's see what happens. Oh, we got lucky. We did not lose our scouts. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards our city. Yay. More people. More people means more houses. Yeah. Okay, let's work on that. How many more can I fit here? That many. So if I need more houses, I'm going to have to put another steam hub up. The other question is... Okay, currently every child has a place in the shelter. I have room for 7 more. Because each holds 15. So how many more am I getting? 4 there. And 7 there. So that's going to put me over the edge. Alright. Another steam hub. Here we go. Let's see. 1 more. And we can put another one there when we're ready. Save it that way. I can put people here. Put 1. That'll be covered by that once it gets built. Yeah, let's leave that spot for now. Let's see what we need. Londoners gain more followers. Joy. So people are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. Yeah, well, I'm working on it. I can't change it overnight. Hang on. No, we don't actually need that because it's just chilly. So that can be turned off too. Scouts number 2. Alright, so let's take you and go to the American camp. So we go on raw food for now. Although with the amount of people coming now, I should probably build 1 more at least. And we can put more people there because we're starting to build a surplus. And more steam cores, thank goodness. Let's send you to the coal mine. Let's see what's there. And I still need 1 more house, of course. I was off by 1. Alright, cookhouse. Insulation, need that, yes. You're done? Yep, you're done. So we can start building bunkhouses, which I think is probably a good idea. It gives them better insulation. So let's start upgrading some houses. We have enough people hanging around doing nothing. I'm just watching my steel. There we go. Long hours of toil. Sir, our people are worn out. Some of them have been working extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. Nope. Keep working. Don't care. Laws. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to go for... I'm going to go for evening prayers, which raises hope. Or I can go for shrines, which increases efficiency. It also raises a little bit of hope. Let's go with the shrines to start. We'll do the prayers next time. So I'm going to put one here. This will get the workshops and the medical posts, which is important. One for the steel, one for the coal. Alright, lots of projects. Hurry up. There's 70 people with no jobs, so get to work. People are happy, shrines are up. Alright, the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prostheses. Well, can't we, like, steal those? Reuse them? No? Alright. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol. Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. So we get some steel and a steam core. Temporary settlement. Go see. Alright, no more homeless. Sick are taken care of. Few people are hungry, but we've got plenty of food. I have a decent amount of steel currently, so let's upgrade a few more. Last one over there. There we go. More followers. Currently 24. That's fine. This cooldown's almost up. Temperature falls. Back down to 40. 40 is fine. 40 I can handle. There we go. And now, there is no tendency to join. They're neutral, so that's good. Let's snag the evening prayers, and we will immediately use that. That didn't change that. Alright, let's go for the next level of technology. Open up some more options. Food is definitely doing very well. I need more wood. Okay. Temporary settlement seems to have been abandoned. Consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Maybe they were building a monument or a statue. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly plain face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Take the resource. Ooh, another steam core. Yay! Let's go to Walled Colony next. Breath of Hope. Sir, people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as votive offerings. It seems to help them keep their spirits up in these trying times. That's lovely. As long as we don't get any more Londoners, I'm good. We've capped out our food storage. There we go. Alright, with this, steam coal mine wouldn't be a bad idea. But neither would going straight for the next level. If I go for the next level, I can get greater efficiency for the generator. And I can also get additional scouts. And better yeah, okay, we're going this way. Go that. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned with the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Alright, so I am looking at our forecast and I do not see any drops in the temperature. If I did, I would ignore this request, but since I don't see any drops, I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. Give me a little more hope once I complete it, if I complete it, and I don't fail. So we're going to say we're going to heat the homes, and we're going to go ahead and bump this up to steam level 2. That'll make the bunkhouses nice and toasty. Just means we need to upgrade the remaining. I don't have enough wood. Work some more. Need more. Okay, now here's the thing. I got homes still livable. If I were to attempt to upgrade any of these, I would immediately fail this. Why? I don't know, but it's the game logic. So despite the fact that I would really like to upgrade these to make them warmer, I can no longer touch them if I want to actually complete this objective. Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh well. Exile colony. Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Yeah, okay, let's bring them home. As many as they can. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. Coal mine. It's automated. It was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. But I'm not going to. Where am I? Ooh. Okay, so here's the thing. I can create outposts, which can go and collect resources from places if I say only take the stored resource and I don't dismantle it. The question becomes, do I think coal is one of the resources I'll need to gather? Because if not, it would be more beneficial to dismantle it and get all these extra resources, especially those steam cores. Let's take a chance. Let's not have this as an option. We're just going to take the resources. So, for example, this means that I can collect wood with an outpost from here. If I had not dismantled this, it would have the same symbol, just with the coal above it instead of the little tree where I'm at. But it won't. Everything's still cool down. People are regaining hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. Well, yeah, we're doing good. Oh, look at that. Finally starting to get enough steel, so let's go ahead and let these people work normal hours, since we're about to hit our limit there. Go ahead and build a couple more of these. There we go. Okay. Let's go for here, the generator efficiency. Alright. Go back this way, go check out that fishing village, see what's over there. Holy moly, I need 61. Homes for 61 people. Okay. Okay, let's see. 3? Nope. Nope. 4? I'm leaving that spot there for another child shelter if I need it. So I need to build another steam hub over here. Okay. Can do that. Let's extend this road a little bit. By a little bit, I mean all the way. Make sure we cover all the gaps so that I can put houses everywhere. Like right there and there. No, I need one more. I was about to say that'll get all the people, but it won't. That will. Do we still have enough for all the children? Yes. Every child still has a place in the child shelter. What is this? United by faith, sir, we're holding an evening of prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. Haven't seen anything this heartening in our city for a long time. It's really brought the community together. Good. At some point, this needs to start going down. Let's put one as food. New law. Let's see. We're going to build the temple, so Londoners may occasionally mend their ways.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Let's go here. It's not the best because it's not in a heated zone, but it's so big. Alright, hope rises, and we have a new thing. Costs 20 food, but hope will rise and some Londoners may mend their ways. So let's go. So they lost one Londoner, and now the tendency is down, so they'll start abandoning. Writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear will share Winterhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. So I can ignore it and hope will fall, or I can send a cleric and hope will only fall slightly. So we'll send a cleric. And you made it to the Frozen Grove. Found some bones scattered around the trees. Oh, that's nice. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each one of them. The dead bodies lacked most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we can cut trees for wood. Okay. Off to Snowcliff. Let's never go back there again. First Londoners convinced to stay. Several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them there is hope for us here yet. That's right. I told you.
Work time. Get back to work.
Sir, a priest is here with a group of followers. They're asking you to cut the public house opening hours. They contend that the pleasures it offers poison the minds and souls of our people. Don't change anything, discontent will rise and hope will fall. Where it seems reasonable, the public house will be open 2 hours shorter and its effect will fall by 20%, but hope will rise. Let's go for the hope, since that's what I'm in need of right now. And new research. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Good question. Don't really need new scouts yet. Outpost wouldn't be bad. The boosted scout sleds would be better. I'm not hurting for steel. Coal. Probably coal. Not hurting for food. Yeah, okay. Let's go with the coal. We're going to get the next level of the coal mine. We have enough steam cores, we can upgrade it. And I just saw we were about to hit the cap on steel. I'm not worried about the food because we don't have any raw food. I'd only worry about hitting the cap here if we still had a bunch of raw food to convert. Snowcliff leads to a small chamber. Somebody lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. Might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people, disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. I see. And Shrouded Cave. Let's go see what's there. "21 Londoners. Oh, 18 Londoners. There's the warmth. Excellent. Okay, so now I can finally finish upgrading the houses. Whoop. There we go. So everybody gets to be in bunkhouses, which are currently toasty warm. Yay! And how are we doing on full production? Ooh, running out of deficit. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids, take them to the city. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they were going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in their city got really ugly. Let's bring them home. Form the children into an orderly column and set off towards the city. They walk quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. Okay. So we will need more child shelters. So I'm going to put the one there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw that there. That'll fill that. That should take care of that. We will need homes for them. There we go. Another act of vandalism. Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader, incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Yeah, okay. Send a cleric again. Anything off cooldown? Yes. So let's go for both of these. Aha! Now groups of Londoners will abandon the cause. Uh-oh. Cleric beaten. Captain, a priest was assaulted while trying to reassure people disturbed by the Londoners' slogans. We should do something to protect our people. You're right, we should. We can pray, and hope will rise, discontent will fall slightly. We need the faith keepers to strike back, discontent will fall. Or we need the faith keepers to secure the streets, and hope will rise slightly. I was planning to sign that law at some point anyway, so we'll just go ahead and say that we will. That way hope will rise. Fishing village. The Americans used this opportunity to set up a fishing village. It's deserted now. So it used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter. Mike, don't return to the city. Who's Mike? Tesla is a madman. Oh, so the person leading Tesla named the city after himself? Nice. He cast out all the amputees, all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send a team here to start fishing. We're going to leave it intact because I get my steam cores regardless. Okay, so here's the thing. I know if I go to Tesla City, there's a chance I could lose my scouts. And currently, my scouts have 2 steam cores, which are very precious, and I don't want to lose. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring them back so I get my steam cores. Then I'll send them over to Tesla City and take a chance. New law. Faith keepers. Here we go. Alright, this is one of the few that actually requires people to man it. Now this is, I should have put that there. Oh well. Too late now. Let's put it here and go ahead and put a steam hub back here so that we can heat the temple as well. Because people go to the temple all the time, and if it's really cold, chance of falling ill. Alright, we got the next coal mine. We're going to go for the optimization, which means they'll be more efficient. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade the one that the automaton is working. Oh, look, he's even doing it himself. Good job, dude. Alright, change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. I couldn't see any purpose in our new life in the fight for survival. But today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I'm ready to face it. Well, that's lovely. So now there's only 15 of them left. Faith keepers have been built. Let's go and put engineers there. Yep, there they are. All we need is a scene from Monty Python with them smacking their heads. That's good. Let's go for the last level of tech. Since we have the resources now, would be a good time to do it. We don't desperately need anything. I do want some more food. I'm concerned that we're not going to have enough. So that'll work. Oh, that was fun. Puppy tripped over the green screen. Took it out. It was a wipeout. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to send the scouts here. And when I come back streaming next time, we'll find out what happens and test the city. See if we lose our scouts, or if we get lucky and we're able to use Tesla City to harvest resources. So thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you on next time. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. I stream over on Twitch weekly and would love to have you drop in and say hello. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing. I look forward to seeing you next time.